So let me try it this way. Okay, I guess let's see if we can do it now. Okay, sorry, I had just text you also. So let me see. I should be able to now, maybe. It shows Sierra. Is it like a setting on? No, you've done lives before. I have the option, allow the audience to ask to participate. It says for someone else, bring them on video. So why doesn't it for you? Do you want to try and go live and me do it on yours? Because we need to make this work. And you can just tag me in it. It's not giving me the option to, like, it's not showing that you're in audience to go live. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties, but we're going to be talking about either on my, okay, here we go. Okay, so let me finish this real quick. We're going to be talking about Kiana Jones, and she's been working with us at HB Financial Group for, I guess, 4 or 5 years now. I'm going to bring her on and let her kind of talk about her experience with it and answer any questions that you have because this year we are going to do even more. You should be adding you now. Hey. All
So the
right.
live only works when you're on the same device. You have to be on the same type of device, but I couldn't voice message and say that. And my phone's on like no percent, so I couldn't. I'm on my phone, but I'm not gonna be able to be on long. It's probably gonna cut off.
Okay. So, really, what I would want to just kind of cover with you while we have you on here is um, kind of how long you've been with us doing taxes, what your experience was prior, and then where you're at now.
Of course. So I know she already introduced me, but my name is Kiana Jones, and I don't even think we know what year I started doing taxes, to be honest. It was like 2017, 2018, maybe. Um, as far as experience goes, I had zero experience. Like I had never filed my own taxes before. And I had been working since I was like 14 or 15. So all those years of working and even running businesses and stuff, I never filed my own taxes. I knew nothing about taxes. I couldn't even look at a W-2 and know like what anything was. So when I say I had zero experience, I had less than the average experience in my opinion. To me at least, some people at least know like what their W-2 means and stuff. I did not know anything to be like filing any type of taxes. So if that doesn't show how bomb like the training is that I went through for This company, I really don't know what does. So I started in 2017 or 2018. Either way, this is like my fifth year, if I'm not mistaken. Like the upcoming tax season will be my fifth year. And what else did you want me to share? I don't want to go ahead of myself.
Go ahead. This is really, I just want to, I know a lot of people, like, for one, they think that they're not going to be able to do it. The fact that they are like earning commissions, and a lot of people like are scared of commission only jobs. So really just touching on that and kind of letting them know that it's possible. You can make money. You can make a lot of money. You can make no money. Like, it's really what you put into it, but it is doable. It's not like something that only a few people are successful at or something like that. It's not, you
Right.
have to be whatever. Like, it's literally, if you put in the work and do it, you have a full clientele, like a full country worth of clientele to
Right.
draw from. So
In comparison, so I have this like work for yourself 1099 type of job, and then I have another commission based job. And I feel like, speak from the most experience because I do two different types of commission based jobs. But the other one that I do is like selling products and that sort of thing. So it requires people to have the extra money, be interested in it. Whereas taxes, everybody has to file. So the pool of clients is huge. And then what we offer over the competitors is why people come to us. I never had to like go like get clients. Like people just kind of came to me based off of marketing and advertising and stuff like that. Cause again, people have to file their taxes somewhere. So we do a great job here at making sure we're where they come over where they're used to going, like the bigger companies. We make sure that our fees are competitive. We offer bonuses, like referral bonuses and incentives and stuff like that. So it's like if people have to file their taxes anyway, they might as well come to where they're going to get the most perks, the most personable people. Like sometimes we're in there jamming to music. Sometimes we're in there with some donuts. Sometimes we got little babies running around. Like we're more personable, I feel like. We're going to educate you, educate our clients and that sort of thing. And that's what we're going to teach you how to do. That's what the training teaches the preparers how to do. So that's why people come to us. So it's not really a matter of like if you get clients or if it works out or if you'll be good at it. It's a matter of, are you going to pay attention to the training and implement what you are trained on? As long as you could do that, you really don't need anything else. Just your immediate friends and family. I'm sure for most people, that's at least 10 to 30 tax clients right there. If you have a couple siblings that are, working age, you have parents, you have best friends, you have your best friend's parents, you have your kids, baseball or football team, their parents, like, you have a large pool of people around you that have to file taxes anyways. I bartend and I hand out my cards to my clients because they're going to need to file taxes come the new year. So it's really not difficult to like get clients. Like I said, you're really not having to go get anything. People are going to come to you based off of the perks that you offer. Everybody's trying to get the best deal. It's almost like when you're taking your car for an oil change. I mean, you got to take it, but you want to go to the best place that you're going to have the best service, the best quality, and the best price. But taking it is not an
right,
option. You have to do it. So with taxes, you have to do it. And people are looking for, like I said, where they're going to have the most personable experience, the most knowledge, have things explained to them. They're not just going to be handed a packet and told to figure it out and charge $700. We're going to go
right,
over it. We're going to prepare our people for how to make sure that their taxes are good for next year, make sure that they have the proper withholdings. That's what the training is to make you equipped to be able to provide the best service for our clients. So that's why like the getting clients part is not difficult. Now the money part, y'all, the money part is where it's at. I can't even remember how many years I've been doing it, much less how much I made each year. I know I've always made like a few thousand. Like I started off at a couple thousand, moved up to like a couple more thousand for a couple years. And when I was pregnant, that tax season that I was pregnant, what was that, tax season 2020? I made like, I know a couple thousand, but I didn't put forth like any sort of, I did the bare minimum. I'm like, all my clients from last year who hit me up, I'm gonna come do their taxes and that's it. And I still made a few $1,000s. So fast forward to this past tax season, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. And I'm looking at my little board right here. I actually can pull these off my little push pin thing, and I have my little sticky notes with my amounts, and I'm like, I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna make sure I'm sharing about this every day. I am offering some referral bonuses. I'm sharing about the perks. I want my people to be educated. I feel like millennials are the group of people who are not equipped for taxes and life and money and legal things and government things.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to educate people. I'm going to focus on educating, getting referrals, and I'm really going to make this work for me. So I set a goal of $8,000. It just says make $8,000 during tax season. I want to say the first or second payday, or the first payday, I was already halfway there. I remember when you and Chris FaceTimed
Yeah.
me. So first payday,
Because your first one
was half of it.
was, yeah, it was like over 4,000.
Yeah. And
And
so,
okay, real quick, talk about like that time span. So obviously, like, okay, like $4,000, you would want to make that in, you know, 2 months, depending on what your bills are, like a full-time job, what you get paid. Like honestly, people kind of make between 2,000, 2,500 a month at like a regular job, especially with taxes and things that come out and stuff like that. So what is your time frame that you had to work before you got that? Or what does that equate to?
so for those of you who don't know, tax season, we say that it's like January through April, but as far as us as tax preparers, we don't really start doing taxes until the IRS opens at the end of January. And we don't really start getting paid until like the first or second week of February, right? So I did taxes, I don't know, that was like the first 2 week pay period, wasn't it? Maybe the first 2 week pay period, like the first two
Yeah.
weeks, like the pay
Because there's
period.
two, yeah, you got paid twice a month. And
Mm-hmm.
then the first one, because we got the fees a lot sooner this year. And
Mm-hmm.
so the IRS takes 3 weeks to open. So if you started at the end of January and then, I mean, it was probably around February 15th or the end of February.
February. So like I said, we don't even really start doing them until that third week of January. And then I got paid February 15th. That's not a lot of time to make over $4,000. And then I increased my goal to 10
Was you working like full time? That was like full time hours for a month and a half, or
time, because when I would add up my schedule, like my calendar, and I would add that up and be like, okay, well, I worked like a lot today, but then I didn't work the 3 days prior to, it really averaged out. I feel like we have it in text. I want to say it averaged out to either 15 or 18 hours for the week.
and
When
then you were doing that with the baby.
I had how old was he? September, October, November, December.
Not one.
Yeah, he was about 6 months old. I was not sleeping. I would basically wait until everybody went to bed and just come down here where I'm sitting right now for 2 hours, knock out 10 clients in 2 hours, I feel like, because I'd have a list of people that I needed to finish up. I'd go to the office twice a week, which is an option if you're local. I'd go to that office a couple days a week. So one day I added it out because I wanted to see how much I made hourly, and I need to find that text message. But it was like an ungodly amount of hourly pay when you take like 15 or 18 hours a week, divide how much I made in that time frame. It's like I get paid a lot an hour. I don't
Yeah.
remember was it like 60 something an hour?
I was thinking around 60, but I didn't want to lowball. But 60
It,
popped into my mind.
yeah, and that wasn't even after I made the rest of the money that I made though. That was like by the time I hit that 8,000 mark, I was trying to average it out. But then I set my
Shoot,
goal
let
for
me
10.
find a part-time job that I can make $60 an hour.
Right. And our bills are not like small. When you say people's bills, my bills are that 4,000 a month. So that's what I need in 2 weeks is $4,000 in 2 weeks.
Right.
I increased my goal to 10,000 after that, and then I increased it to 13,000 after that. So I made right around $13,000 between the end of January and like the 1st of April, like those pay periods. So getting paid twice in February, twice in March, and like once in April. That's how much I made. Not to mention, we're still kind of residually getting paid on those lingering tax clients whose taxes got held up for whatever reason.
So a random like $400 or $200 or hell,
Right now.
even 75, $80. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know whenever I get my little affiliate checks and it don't, it might not be too much or whatever, like a couple hundred. Okay, that couple hundred is still a couple hundred.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
It's
I get
unexpected that I didn't have to work for it, didn't have to do nothing. Like it just came. Okay, well, yeah, you did have to do the work for it, but at the same time, you wasn't really. That's already out your mind. You're gonna get it when you get it, but whenever you do get it, that's nice.
right. And my biggest thing, I feel like, on becoming a tax preparer with us, I think a lot of people just feel like they need to know it all. The training is the best training I've ever gotten from a position ever, because it's very in depth and it's very thorough. But also, I have to give props to you for our software, because our software is on point. Our software, I'll be like, nope, that's not right. Something's not right. Fix it.
It's not right, sis. Go back and look again.
Exactly. To guide you through it as a preparer, guide you through those questions. And then your job through the training is really to just kind of put that full picture together. If somebody says, well, why did I work all year and I owe in taxes, but I don't make a lot of money? Well, we know on the back end that you probably didn't pay anything in. That's what the training is going to teach you, is how to bring that full picture together on why this might be missing or messed up, and educate you on how to do it the right way, educate our customers and clients on how to do it the right way next time. So you don't actually
And
have
that's
to know all the math and the breakdowns of everything, as much as you need to just know the full picture, and what to ask people.
so I want to say too, this is something like we know that there's people who just file their taxes on TurboTax and they're like, well, I'm not going to pay for that. I can do it myself. And that's fine. But the thing is, if you're not if they're not educated on how these numbers work out, they're just looking at that refund and saying, "Oh, I got a such and such amount of refund." Whereas whenever they're coming to us, and the preparers that work with us, they're going to learn this too. Like you're able to really break down that number, and if they have a question, if they don't have a question, you're able to tell them like what they can do differently, how their refund might be more if they want to get more, like whatever it is, you're able to really help them with that. And I feel like that also gives them a reason that they're going to keep coming back to you and they get that experience and stuff. So they're going to learn how to do that. Um, which is something, if they come across someone who is like I said, oh, well, I'll just do it on TurboTax. For one, we got all the perks and stuff that come with it, but they're really going to get a education on their taxes. So,
Mhm. And it's so important to have, like, Melissa and even myself, if people come in and have questions, I'm available as well to answer, questions and stuff. It's so important to be trained on doing taxes and helping people, because you know how much money we help people recover, or money that they were this close to missing out on had they filed themselves. Do you know how many people pay their aunt $50 to file their taxes, and we have to amend them because they're missing thousands of dollars? This past tax season, I had found out that the it was either the child tax or the stimulus question or something. Um, the look back credit was not automatically popping up on TurboTax anymore. So people were missing that and missing out on thousands of dollars off of one question not being answered, because those people are not professional tax preparers to know
you don't know
what
what you're missing if it's missing and you don't know.
you don't know what you don't know. Exactly. So that's why, like, it's kind of a two-part thing. Like, your work as a tax preparer is to take the trainings to be as educated as possible, but then you don't have to worry about the clientele on that end, because like I said, we offer so much to our clients in education and just value in general, that it's really a no-brainer. Like, we have repeat upon repeat upon repeat upon repeat clients, who refer to the point where we can't keep up. And that's why we're on this live to begin with, because we need some more people in helping us with these taxes, because it really is a no-brainer. So, like, doing training and everything is not an issue. That
And
is
let
not
me
a
say, if you are one of the preparers who come in and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to learn, I've one in mind other than my two that I've already had on here, but my girl be ready to learn. She ready to come and do some shadow work, sit beside me,
Mhm.
and like, okay, those are the type, like whenever I see, because it is commission based. So honestly, like I'm not about paying somebody to sit here and just run up my coins to do nothing. So this is why, and I want to push other people to be able to create an income that they can control and learn how to do that. Plus, if they're not into taxes, that at least gives them the knowledge of how to kind of put their own business together on whatever they want to do. They know how to do that back end, at least some of the money of it, and keep records and things like that.
Mhm.
But if you're a preparer that comes through the training, you're trying to really make sure that you understand everything, you want to come in and show up and things like that. Like if we have overflow clients, like it is nothing for me to be like, look, I can't even take this right now. You got this. Go ahead and take that. So, but if you're a person who you signed up for the training, but I don't really hear from you, or you don't show up to the trainings, or you're not asking questions, or you're not trying to market or anything like that, then that's just what it's going to be. So it's really, it can go either way, but if you are showing up and trying to do what you signed up to do, you're going to reap the benefits of it.
Exactly, exactly. And do you know how many conversations with me working in a bar, how many conversations come up about taxes on a daily basis? Like how many just clients are out there? Like when people are like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I do this and I do that. And I also work with CEO Credit Club. They do credit repair. They do taxes. I do the tax portion. They're like, oh, I need you to do my business taxes. Or, oh, like I got screwed out of my taxes last year and I'm gonna come to y'all this year. Like it comes up in conversation all the time because it's a necessity. Like that's the main thing. That's why this is so successful. Of course, the way that the commission is structured and the training is structured makes it successful, but the fact that it is a need, it's a necessity, it is not a luxury to have your taxes done. Like it's an,
Right.
that
You
is
don't get to
really
choose.
right. You
Some
don't
people feel like can I just not put this in here? No.
right. So that's why I feel like I want preparers to just be comfortable coming in, comfortable knowing that you're going to get all the training that you need, and then comfortable knowing that getting clientele is not like a problem. As long as you post and you share and you open your mouth, like your business is open, if your mouth is open, talk to your friends, talk to your family, and we'll give you like, you'll have posts to use and graphics and stuff like that, and verbiage to give to your friends and family and stuff like that. You'll have us like in office if you're local. You'll have our support virtually as well. So there's not really anything, I can't think of another setback besides people feeling like they can't do it or aren't good at taxes, like how Krista was acting like she could not do it and then killed it her first year. Or
Right.
worried about like either not knowing how to do taxes or not being able to get clientele. I feel like those are the main things that people might be hesitant about. And those are like don't even worry about that. Like that's nothing to worry about at all. It's all covered and you have all the support that you need.
Well, thank you, thank you. I guess really just what I need to go over now is how the program works, how when we're getting started, things like that. So, um, right now until September the 9th, which is whenever the online program actually opens, because I'm doing online and in-person training this year. So normally I've only offered online training. And then my online training is it's self-pay. So basically you'll get a login, you go in, there's videos, questions, quizzes, there's a test at the end. Um, and then you're able, if you have questions in between that, you're able to ask questions. That's no problem. And then this year, I'm offering in person training as well. What I'm going to be doing is it'll be right now, we have on the schedule 1 week in a month. And it's going to be Friday night and Saturday. So it'll be Friday night from 6 to 9, and then Saturday from like 9 to 2 ish. And of course, if we get done earlier, if it goes a little bit over this, I try to plan that. That way it's not taking up the whole day. Um, Before September the 9th, if you go ahead and enroll, you're getting $100 off. So normally it's $249. You're going to get it for $149. You can choose to do either online, in person, or both. If you do both, it's not any more. You're literally getting. She made over $10,000 with. I don't know what your investment was over the years, but it's definitely like more than quadrupled it. Um, so if
Like
you
a
sign up before the right,
thousand.
a lot, a lot, a lot. So, you sign up before the 9th, you get it for $100 off. The online program is gonna open, so you'll get your logins on September the 9th. The first in-person training is gonna be at my office, which is in Fountain City. So on the outside it says CEO Credit Club. You're actually going to be preparing taxes for HB Financial Group, which is my tax side of the company. And then let's see what I say. So week after the online program launches, you are going to be able to come to the in-person. You need to at least complete one in-person training if you're doing in-person and not online. Like you either have to do the online training or in-person, and you'll have to complete a test at the end, because I do have to make sure that you understood the training. Um, and then you'll get your software login. We do have bank products, which means that your clients don't have to pay upfront. They can pay out of the refund as long as they have a refund. Um, you're able to offer refund advances, which is where, say their refund was 6,000 and they want some up front, you're able to see what they're approved for and they can get that within 24 hours. We also offer some incentives, so I'm not going to say what it is right now, but whenever you're prepared with us, you'll know what that is. So we offer our clients an incentive that no other company offers. We've done it for the last few years. So if you're a client with us, or if you've seen us posting over the last like 6 years, then you'll know what it is. But anything that I can do to help you gain clientele, to market yourself, we're going to help you do that. Kiana and Krista are great at marketing. We're going to share any of our posts, graphics, things like that. You're welcome to use. So I'm going to have Kiana, do you want to post? I mean, you don't have to do it right now, but afterwards or after the video's over, you can comment or your link for the tax training. And then whenever I get done, I'll put the website just in case they wanted to look over things. So the way that you're paid, I'm gonna go over this real quick. The way that you're paid is you get 40% commission of any prep fees that come in. So obviously if someone doesn't pay, then we can't pay that, but you're getting anything that comes in, you're getting 40% of. You don't have to pay any overheads. You don't have to pay for any software. You don't have to pay for any insurance. You don't have to pay for an office. You don't have to pay for any of that. Literally all you have to do is have a computer. You will want to have internet at the house, or it comes to the office where you don't have to pay for internet. You'll be covered under insurance. You're going to have a second set of eyes on any return that you do. So if something does, look off, we're going to be able to catch that, educate you on that, so you can know better for next time. I think that's about it. Is there anything else that you can think of? I mean, we talked about the money portion, the experience, sign up.
Something I do want to point out though is because in certain demographics, certain people just don't think that they have to file taxes. So you'll get clients that have several years worth of taxes to do. We are able to do that, but you do make money off of each one of those. So just keep that in mind. If you're sitting here watching this, like, I want to do this, and I know my dad has not filed his taxes in the past 4 years.
Okay, that's 4 years worth of money, right?
Are going to get paid on that. So that's to me like just like a slept on perk, you know what I mean, that you actually do get paid for everything that you're doing. And yeah, I wanted to point that out because I feel like I've run into that a lot. This late in the year, people are like, man, I didn't do my taxes this year and I've done them for the year before. And I'm like, well,
I mean, we can help you. Yeah, let's get your documents together.
Yeah. So and then we also do like business taxes and stuff like that. So if you're on here wanting to make money, make commission, stuff like that, and you're wanting to start or have already started your own business, this is definitely going to help you on that end to make sure that you're keeping up with your own business properly, because doing taxes
Right.
with that as well. I already have my notebook folder ready for next year's
You
tax
know
season.
what to do because you're telling other people what to do.
So that's an added perk for my business owners as well. If you're looking for just like a seasonal, income, but then also you have your own business, this is going to be perfect for you. Or if your family owns their own, boutique, restaurant, business of any sort, like we'll be able to educate you on that. You'll learn about that in the training and then be able to help those people around you. So look at it more like that, like you're literally helping people get the most out of their taxes, get educated, get the most money, the least liability amount. Like she said, refund advances, incentives. We do referral bonuses, like all kinds of things. So you're doing the world a favor at this point by offering the service. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm doing people a favor and helping them, genuinely helping them, not have $20,000 tax debts and tax bills and letters from the IRS and student loans taking your stuff and just all these different things that stress people out on a regular basis because we were not equipped with this knowledge. You can learn this knowledge in this training and be able to offer it to other people.
Which is another thing, since you mentioned student loans, let's talk about that real quick. So, the tax side of the company is HB Financial Group, but we do have CEO Credit Club, or I have CEO Credit Club. What it is, I say we. Look, I'm a one person show, but big business, big thoughts. I got all kinds of personalities in my head, so we all work together. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I have a bundle deal together where you can do the tax preparer program, It's actually 8 months of credit repair. We do budgeting. Your student loans, if you have any issues with student loans, that is covered in the credit repair program. I want to say it is on my website for $9.99. So I will put that on the comments as well. So if you're interested in the tax prayer program, you can click on Kiana's link. If you are interested in the bundle, then I'll post that link below. So just an FYI also, if you enroll in the tax prayer program, you'll get your own link that if you have any friends or family members or things like that who want to do taxes as well and they sign up, you're going to earn a commission off of that as well. Another thing is this year, whenever you sign up, because we really want to have you start promoting literally day one from the time that you start signing up for your training. So if you screenshot your enrollment email and you post it and tag me or tag the company, you're gonna go in for a drawing to get $500 plus a 4-day vacation. So I'll be doing that towards the beginning of the tax season after everyone's kind of had a chance to enroll. I'm not taking anyone after January. So like I said, it's $100 off now, but after September the 9th, it's going to be $249. Still a great investment. But we just want to really encourage you to, as soon as you sign up, start promoting yourself, start getting used to running a business and getting into the headspace that you need. So I think that's pretty much it though.
Yep, it is. I'm excited. Like tax season was exhausting because I
Oh,
have
you're definitely going to have a mental breakdown.
yeah, I had a lot of clients. It's a lot to get organized with and fit it into your life. But if you go ahead and start now and just plan for that, like right now, I'm going ahead and planning my childcare for my baby. I am going to go ahead and get my this is my planner. I'm going to get that together with what dates I'm available to be in the office, what dates I'm going to be home because I'm still going to be working in the bar. So you can do this. If I listed out everything that I do and she listed out everything she does with her kids and her business, y'all will be like, how do you even do this during tax season? It's that simple to fit in though. Like you
Yeah.
fit it in with your kids in sports and with you working a job and having small children or going to school, you can still fit it in no matter what. I feel like me, you, and Krista are probably the three busiest people that there are on the planet. Like
And we still signed up to do it and still be signing up to do even more stuff that we ain't got no business doing, but we make it happen. And that's the
exactly.
thing too. Like honestly, even if you do like work a regular job or you can't meet people during the day, like for one, the schedule is flexible. It's on your own hours. If you don't want to meet anyone in person and your clients are okay with that, you can do everything from your computer at home at night while your kids are asleep. Whatever works for you, you're able to do that. And like we said, if you go ahead and start marketing now, it's not like you're popping up in January or February saying, hey, I do taxes, and you've literally never mentioned this before. Like people are going to understand, oh, hey, I know she was going through this tax training class. She's been talking about it. So literally, whenever they get them W-2s, they're going to hit you up and say, I need you to do my taxes. And do I get that, whatever incentive it is that y'all offer? So,
Yeah, and some
um,
examples of what that looks like. I just came up with this real quick, but some examples while you're going through training and you learn something, you could post on Facebook. Y'all, I did not know that we've been missing out on so much money on our taxes that we could have had. Get with me in January when you get the W-2s. You know what I mean? Like
right.
that's
Oh, well, we
marketing.
got the memes for that one.
Yeah, we got memes for you to use and everything, but that's marketing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what I'm going to throw out there. Like it's not
But
difficult
it's
to
not salesy. It's literally just
right. It's like I
promoting
can't
yourself.
it's out today. Y'all been missing money. Like I can't wait for January for tax season. Hit me up. And then that's it, you know, because you'll start to realize why it's very, 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 very dangerous and just unethical to pay somebody $50 to do your taxes that doesn't do taxes. I had a client who
Bank of
apparently had
America.
$30,000 worth of dividends in Bank of America, and my girl works in a warehouse and never did anything with Bank of
Put it on
America.
there as straight income. Like what was even your purpose in this, honey? You
Yeah,
put her in a whole different tax bracket and charged her more.
exactly. And my girl has Bank of America on her taxes now, and it was for 2 years. It was 2 years in a row. And I'm like, something is very like it's giving fraud. It's giving jail time. Like it's giving
Right. Little Miss
it's
Fraud.
exactly. So once you start to really realize those things like through training and stuff and it all starts to make sense, you'll be able to create that content. So that's not going to be very hard because you're going to be like, y'all, I just learned something today, and y'all wildin'. Don't pay nobody $50 to your taxes. That's our
Right.
post. Like that's how we
They
post.
be putting that all right back on you. It is not
They,
the name is not on it.
the more
Um,
educated, the easier it is to kind of spit that information out into posts and content and in your conversations with people. So that's another portion of it, like the marketing portion of it. I feel like it's extremely easy to do once you have the training and you know what you're doing. It's very easy to educate people.
and if you already have a business and you have clients, it is a great addition to add to it because you already have that relationship built with those clients. It's something they're gonna have to have because everyone has to do their taxes. So the training hours, so the training hours are going to be Friday. So it's going to be 1 week in a month. Our first training is going to be on September 16th and 17th. It is on Friday from 6 to 9, and then Saturday from 9 to 2.
I need to write that down too.
And then I'm planning on, so right now I'm planning on having one a month, but depending on how many people, how many preparers are enrolled, if we need to have additional sessions, then I do have that marked in my calendar, just not promoted for everyone yet. So that is a possibility. If we need to have others in there to fit other people's schedule, then it's a possibility that we'll be able to add those too.
Yeah, and Selena, keep in mind that you can do online as well because I know you started working. So keep in mind you can do it online as well, and you could go through it and absorb it, go through it and absorb it. And if you can't catch a training in person until like the November or the December one, then you can
That
come in all fit together for you to revisit it over and over.
Yeah, and the online training, so it drops in modules and you'll get a new module each day just so you're not cramming information all in one day, like I try to do. So it is you can go through it in about a week. I'm gonna be adding some more training to it, so it'll add a little bit to that. But in about a week. So literally you have time to go through the training a few times, ask questions, if you need to, if we need to hop on a live in between then, a Zoom, whatever, to answer questions, I'm more than willing to get on and help you. Like, obviously, my success is dependent on my preparers that I have working with me. So I want you to be successful. And I will make sure that you are. And if you have any questions, those will be answered. So, literally, any way that you need to do this training, you're able to. You do not have to be in Tennessee. So there are just a few states that you do have to have additional registration and things like that that you have to do. You all won't be able to do those, but there's only about 7 states. So if you have any questions on it, I think I have it on my website, or you could just message me and we'll just make sure you're good. Any states around Tennessee are good. So if you are in the Southwest, you're fine. Um,
I have them right here. I think it's just
okay,
California, Nevada, Connecticut, Illinois, Maryland, New
New
York, and
York,
Oregon.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So other than those few, you're good no matter what. Yeah, Florida, you're fine. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. And that's the thing too. You're able to do the training remotely. You're able to do your clients remotely. The software is online. And then if you have any questions, like say you're doing a tax return, my hours are pretty extensive during tax season, so I'm probably going to be available for you. If I'm not, Kiana can answer questions. Um,
We'll probably do a group chat like we did before, right? Like a Telegram or something
mhm.
to where everybody can kind of go in there because any of the other preparers might know exactly like what you're asking, and your question helps everybody else because they might have, so it's still that same like flow with the group chat and questions and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, even after 5 years, there's sometimes where I have clients that have like large businesses. Melissa has some clients with some large numbers, and if it's out of my realm of expertise, I will let Melissa, I'll just be like, can you take this client for me? Like, I got too much on my plate right now. And so that's another thing is like the support. Like, I never feel like I'm just out here drowning. If I don't know something, especially following with other states and stuff, if I have a question, I can usually Google it, or I can refer back to training. I can reach out to Melissa. There's usually minimal, I feel like, errors, like minimal things that you don't know because it is all spelled out for you either in the software, in the training, or something that we've gone over. Like it's very, what's the word? It's very repetitive. Like people's
Right.
texts are very,
And then we
it's
have a lot of things in
slow.
place. So like you said, like if the software isn't catching it, Or most of the time, if you don't know the Google, you can Google it, the software, you have the training as a backup, I'm a backup. And then even say if you don't even know that you did something wrong, it's being reviewed. It's not just being pushed through and like, okay, well, here you go. Hope you didn't mess up
Right.
nobody's taxes. Like, so, because this is whenever you all prepare, unless you have your own number, you're going to be preparing under my office. Unless you have your own office. So what that means is on my end, I'm personally responsible as well. Um, you're responsible, I'm responsible, but that being said, Melissa really like respects her name, and I'm not gonna let anything just fly by that does not sound right. So you'll be
And when
definitely
she
be covered.
let anything, she's not going to let anything. Let me just
No,
that there's nothing
all
that
your little fraud friends, don't bring them because it ain't gonna work.
and she'll be reviewing some taxes, something don't sit right, she'll send it to me, I'll look at it, we'll pass this same thing back and forth till we figure it out. She's not submitting anything. If there's any question about anything, it is not being submitted. So there's little room for error with this. Like, we're going to make sure that everything is accurate. And that just goes back to the point of sign up, do the training, and you will be
It's
fine.
a legitimate prepare. Don't think you about to come do no whatever. Like if you're that type, don't sign up because you will just be refunded.
Yeah.
Um, I don't tolerate that. So, um, anyone who is interested, if you have questions, please hit my inbox. If you know Kiana's side, you can talk to Kiana. She can answer any questions. Um,
The
yeah.
link that I posted under the video is not just the payment link. It's like the thing that I used last year, the little web page that just gives a little bit of information. Like you're interested in becoming a tax preparer. This is like, I'm this,
Selena says she ready to go though, so you got that button easy to find down there, right?
yeah, it's on there. It says click here to access, and it has your refund to income like graphic on there. So, you said who said that?
Selena, she said I need y'all to wrap this up so I can sign up.
Inbox me, anyways. But the link is in there, and the button's on there too.
Okay.
So we.
All right. Yes. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.